Hey guys, Captain Foley here, and this is earlier than usual. Usually it's about 5 o'clock we start these. I just want to get it done earlier because I do have a meeting that I have to go to tonight. Um, and also it's probably not going to be as long, probably like an hour at the most, I think. Maybe even shorter because I've only watched this once, and I just want to do my first reaction to it with you guys and see what you think. This A lot of people are saying this is the best episode yet, and I would say I probably agree with that. It does continue the story from episodes 1 and 2, essentially. All the other ones are just kind of filler episodes, but this one actually calls back to a few of the other ones in the middle there. So, yeah, we get some stuff. So, anyway, guys, feel free to drop a like when you get here, and make sure that you hit the like and smash, or make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. And don't forget, if you want to super chat and put in your thoughts about this episode, please do so. This will be spoilerish. Well, it will be spoilers, just flat up spoilers. So watching at work, don't tell anyone. Don't worry, Ben, I won't tell anybody. It was a good episode, yeah, but damn, man, what a way to end it. And we gotta wait till the 27th now. Not super pleased about the ending, to be honest, but we'll have to see if Quilla, I can't remember his name exactly, Quilla, is dead or not. I hope not. That's for sure. But I mean, Bill says, I can't say anything because I've been getting blocked from live chats lately. Too many sensitive content creators. About what? You can say whatever you want about this episode. Just, I don't know what you're referring to specifically. I know you made a comment earlier that the mods are sensitive. I don't know what that means, but they're doing their jobs. So, Fleet Paw Switback is here. Says, cheers, Cap. Cheers. Yeah, I didn't think there was a problem with Bill here, but Star Wars, well, that's pretty broad. I mean, if you start talking about the last, or the Rise of Skywalker in another live stream here, yeah, you might be told to stay on topic, but that's about it. We'll be talking about the Rise of Skywalker on Friday, though. Samuel and myself will have watched it, and we will be doing a live Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the regular time, about that. So but yeah, I mean, this first reaction is essentially this one blew me away. This one was a continuation of the story, which everybody's been bitching and complaining about for the last little while, and it's definitely worth the wait. It is very good. It does get the team together, I guess. We get not only I Have Spoken Quilla guy back, but we also get the Shock Trooper lady back, and IG-11 also. So finally we got the team assembled that we had seen in all the promotional stuff, and we actually got a lot more of the trailer reveals in this episode as well. So definitely worth a watch. And I gotta say, I did not expect it to end the way it did. The Mandalorian's been pretty good with killing everybody off that they introduce, which is fine. But did not expect that. That's all I can say. DJ Odyssey is here. Says, hail Trekyards. Well, hail DJ Odyssey as well. Because I did want to ask about that guy at the end, but I can't in fear of getting silenced. What guy at the end? Just ask. This is spoiler free. I'm giving you permission, Bill. Relax. Don't be all passive aggressive. Just ask your question. If it's not appropriate or whatever, we'll let you know. But go ahead. Mando is just a man, though. Yes, he is. Well, he's not. Yeah. Who is he? Who is who? Which man at the end? I don't understand what you're talking about. The Imperial guy? Because I don't know who he is specifically. How do you think Mando will get out of this fix he's in? he's the Mandalorian. He'll find a way, because this is the way. We'll have to wait till Baby Yoda gets back with him, and then I'm sure he'll make some kind of escape. Don't worry. The guy that came out of the TIE fighter, yeah, that's just some Imperial guy. I don't know who he is. I have no idea. I didn't look up the character's name or anything. I don't know if it was mentioned. Like I said, I only watched this once, and I was kind of, well, for the last, like, maybe 10 minutes before it ended, for about 5 minutes there, I was kind of half doing something else, so I kind of missed a little bit. But it was cool to see a TIE fighter officially land in canon. I mean, we've seen them up on gantries and stuff because of the wing configuration, and we've seen them landed in games. I mean, I was just playing Battlefront 2, and they were on top of the one base, but they had ladders going up to them, and they're like a platform. But to see that, I don't know if all TIE fighters have always done that, because that's really kind of cool. But now at least we've seen it, and did not expect that either. But yeah, seeing IG-11 back was a fantastic reveal. I really like that. And the fact that he is now essentially reprogrammed, but still, the Mandalorian doesn't trust him. By the way, we got the Ugnaughts name. Yes, I've been saying it. Quill or Quilla, something like that. Like I said, I need to watch it a few more times, but I just won't have time today to do that. And I didn't want to do this late like I usually do for my first reaction videos, just because not many people tune in. I thought doing it about the same time today would be a good idea. And I just noticed something here, that this is not quite lined up like it should be on OBS. That's okay. There. That looks a little bit better. So yeah, Gina Carano is back. Yes, she is indeed. Loving that. Yeah, the cliffhanger ending was a little bit problematic for me. I don't want to have to wait till the 27th with so much on this at stake. Yeah. Episode 8 is after Christmas. Yes, it's released on the 27th, Dave. But overall, this one was paced well written, a lot of great dialogue, and yeah, I would say probably the best episode. I really enjoyed last week's, or Chapter 6. That was ranked for me the best episode. It's still a really, really fun episode. I love the kind of the jailbreak heist kind of situation. Do I like this one better? For the Mandalorian storyline, yes. As a standalone episode, for me, they'd be the same episode-wise as far as enjoyment. Yeah, I don't quite know how to express that. This week was miles better than last week's. Yeah, if you want to say so. Come on, there's going to be some suspense. Absolutely, I agree. Guy in the TIE fighter was Moff Gideon. There you go. Hope that answers your question, Bill. And what's with Baby Yoda choking Carino? Well, he thought that she was hurting the Mandalorian. But yeah, the choking immediately made me think of a Sith defense system. So who knows? Plus, we got confirmation that from the Ugnaught that he used to work in the cloning genetics field, or at least knew about it, and he said that the little Baby Yoda does not seem like a genetically enhanced at all. It seems like it was evolved because it's too ugly. But he said that the shock trooper Carino, or Gina, she looks like she was grown because she's so nice. So it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. So I don't know if he is actually a clone now, even though the doctor did have the cloning patch on his arm. I would assume that the doctor, if the little Baby Yoda is not cloned, or Kevin, if we're going to call him that, if he's not cloned, they're at least using, or extracting the midichlorians or whatever for a cloning procedure, which makes me think immediately Emperor Palpatine. He's been, like, in the extended universe and stuff, he's made clones of himself multiple times. So to enhance his force powers, withdrawing the little midichlorians from this guy. I don't know what's going on with that, but Dave, I agree with you, Dave. Hope episode 8 doesn't leave me hanging. I'll have to wait until whenever. Yeah. 34 people watching. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get those likes up. And don't forget, guys, if you want to super chat, please do so. It's why we do these lives. It helps the channel. So we just want to make it worth our time to do it. And I don't think Baby Yoda was cloned, but they want to clone him or use parts of him to clone. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I got with this episode as well. Bill says the helmets on those dark soldiers at the end looked very First Order. They did, yes. Palpatine's story won't be so complicated. He'll just have survived the fall like Maul. The movie review suggests it's going to be stupid. Yeah, but reviews are useless in my opinion. The reviewers are idiots. And I have to see it for myself. So, I mean, a lot of people said they liked the last one, and it was not the best Star Wars movie for sure. So, take that for what it's worth, I guess. And even if he survived the fall, how did he survive the explosion of the Death Star like immediately afterwards? Unless he survived the fall, got in a shuttle, and left. Which, sure. I guess there was enough time for that, but still. And FleetPaw's right, Super Chats are great. But if you want to donate, you can also do PayPal as well. Just let us know in the chat that you've done that. And we will, of course, check it out and read it online. So we can get your question, answer to your comment, read for everybody to see and hear. Those Dark Troopers were like the ones in Rogue One, I think. Yeah, called Death Troopers. I think they were the same, actually, as the ones in Rogue One. So, very appropriate. How did Darth Maul survive being cut in half just below the lungs? Science fiction. Plus, the lightsaber probably cauterized everything, kept it in. As long as his lungs were intact, you know. He did get the robot legs, so... I mean, that's not unheard of for people to survive similar things. 0 positive on Rise of Skywalker so far. Yeah, don't care. Not many people have seen it, and I don't really give a shit. I gotta see it for myself. I'll be seeing it tomorrow night, and then I'll know what's up. So, Star Wars doesn't do science. I don't know if that was technically true or not, but let's see here. Yeah. So I don't know, guys. How many of you have seen this current chapter of The Mandalorian? I know it's kind of earlier in the day. Like I said, usually I do these first reaction reviews late at night, but I wanted to kind of get it in here before I had to leave later. So let me know if you enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of you have been saying that it is the best episode so far, to which I would agree with you. Samuel, I think, will very much like it, but we will be doing I don't know when we're going to be reviewing this one, actually, because, like I said, we do Rise of Skywalker on Friday, and then a lot's happening over the next couple weekends with Christmas and the next week, so I'm not sure when we're going to get around to it. Loved it, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10. I watched as soon as I got up this morning. Loved it and want more. Yes. I hate that this one was shifted like to Wednesday, so we have to wait even longer now to see the continuation or the conclusion, because next week's is the last one. So I'd say 1, 2, 3, and this episode were the best. Ken gives it a 9. That's my main complaint. I want more. Yes. I'm going to watch it as soon as all the episodes are done, Captain. Yeah, a few people have been few people I know are doing that. Season 2 is happening, though. Yeah, they're filming Season 2 right now, so that's good. Or will it be called Book 2? Because these are all chapters, not episodes. Dun dun dun. I do like the fact that he's kind of getting a reprieve from Carl Weathers' character, and that he's actually turning out to be not such a douchebag. That's kind of nice. Although that could change in the next episode, but the fact that he contacted him and said, I'm going to set things right with the guild and stuff if you just help me with this thing, that's kind of cool. Hope Season 2 isn't a year away. Probably will be, honestly. Like I said, they are filming now, so could possibly be the end of the year, but I kind of doubt that. With the possible exception of Rogue One. What does that mean? Um, 41 people watching, everybody. Welcome. Hit like. Just know that there's lots of spoilers here. Were you guys surprised that IG-11 was back? I kind of called that from the beginning, just based on the promotional stuff we had seen. But that being said, they could have just put the three of them together in a promotional shot just to show off the best characters. But I'm glad that he's back. And now, what part? I think he'll play an important part in the next episode, because this one was kind of. He didn't play too much of a role in this one, and I'm wondering exactly why the Mandalorian was the way he was about that. I understand that he doesn't like droids. I get it. But in this situation, you need all the help you can get. So. That was a bit off to me, like he was lobotomized, made me kind of sad. Yeah, well, we'll have to see how that plays out. Curtis says, well, you'll talk about that in a separate thing, Curtis. But yes, it is. It's going ahead. IG's personality being lost sucks a bit. It does. Oh, there's a problem. I'm going to self-destruct. Did we talk about the folding wings on the TIE Fighter? Do I need to rewind? We did talk about it, yes. It is cool to see that feature of a TIE Fighter and officially canonized now that that's how it lands. We've seen them landed in video games and things like that, as we discussed, or up on gantries for launching. But yeah, we'd never seen that before. I really like that feature. I think it's pretty cool. But who knows if it's a specialized TIE Fighter, though? It didn't look like it, but it makes perfect sense that it could do that, right? Hey, dystopian guy. Plus, we got an I have spoken in this episode. Yeah, but not as many as I anticipated. I wanted more. Laughable Larry is the first super chatter of the day. Thank you very much, Laughable Larry. Puts in $5. After watching The Rise of Skywalker, this show makes it look like it was written by a genius. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about Rise of Skywalker. If you've seen it already, just zip it. But yeah, Laughable Larry is the winner. He's the first super chatter, so yay. So who can top that? I mean, we've been in here for 20 minutes and we got one super chat. I find that very discouraging. When Samuel's on his own, he gets all the super chats. It just shows me how much you guys love me. I appreciate that. I really do. That's sarcasm, by the way. So I guess I know whose opinion you really value. I'm not trying to guilt you or anything, but pack your bags because we're going on a guilt trip. Herzog's dialogue about how things were better under the Empire was my favorite bit of the episode. Yeah. We still need the reveal of from the gunslinger episode at the end who that was that walked up to the dead body of the assassin. I don't know if that's going to be mentioned in the last episode, because this is kind of tying up this. It'll be focusing on this storyline. It seems out of place for that to come in. But you never know. It could be who everybody suspected it was. It could be the Mandalorian, or not the Mandalorian, Boba Fett. But we'll have to see. I could actually see him making an appearance in the last episode, just as that's the cliffhanger for season 2. That'd be kind of neat. And Laughable Larry again puts in another $2 with a funny pear emoji. Thank you. I like that light thing behind you that's going green, yellow, red, and yellow. Yeah, that's from Think Geek. It's TOS Enterprise. You can swap it out. There's a TNG Enterprise as well. Fleet Paw Swiftback puts in $2.99. There we go. 31 likes. We'll go again at 50. Hashtag make me pay. I have no idea who that was on the Gunslinger. No one does. But because of the jangling spur sound effect, which they actually added to Boba Fett for all the movies, it's got everybody thinking it's him. And I don't disagree. I just almost don't want him to show up in The Mandalorian, because The Mandalorian's so great. I don't want him being kind of overshadowed by Boba Fett if Boba Fett shows up and become the Boba Fett show. So, because they don't need to do that. But if it's played properly and done well, it would work. So, I wonder if there's an X-Men was. What? I don't know what that means. I'm betting it was Moff Gideon. I'm betting it wasn't. So there you go, James. We have a bet going on. Judge 1981, the savior of the day, puts in $20. Thank you very much. The commander will not win today. Well, I mean, he raised almost $450 on the one live stream by himself. By himself. And then the next live stream he did by himself, he also did very, very well. And each of the live streams I've done by myself, you guys don't seem to tune in, so... Or if you do, you don't super chat. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Judge. I guess I'm just not as interesting, or I do it at a weird time. I usually don't have as much notice as he does either, even though the FASA one yesterday had way more notice, like a day and a half, and it still didn't generate a lot of super chats. So I get it. I'm picking up what you guys are putting down. I can tell what's up. Mark Lawrence, though, throws in $10. Thank you, Mark. Oh, by the way, Mark, have you sent off that thing I requested? Yes or no? Just let me know. But Mark Lawrence throws in $10. I was up on a ladder. Not a great place to type. In case I can't comment again, you take care, Cat. Well, thank you very much, Mark. Much appreciated. And be safe on the ladder. Don't hurt yourself or anyone else. Curtis throws in $1. Thank you, Curtis. That was not necessary, but thank you very much. Matt Pearson, £5. Does The Mandalorian make you want to see Clone Wars and Rebels shown, knowing that they were all show run by the same guy, well, along with Favreau? Yes, and because they're on Disney Plus, I do want to sit down and watch those at some point. I'm not as interested in the Clone Wars because I just don't like the era. I don't like the way things look. It's just a visually unappealing era for me. I prefer the original trilogy era. That's why I really liked Rogue One. That's why I'm really digging The Mandalorian. So that kind of time period is what I like. So, yeah, I mean, Rebels is in that time period, and I started watching Rebels, got about 4 episodes in, and kind of got bored with it. But now that they're all on Disney Plus, and you don't have to hunt them down, and they start from where you leave off, I think that's going to really help me to be able to watch those. So, yeah. Laughable Larry throws in another $5. Thank you. They should have realized the Mando wouldn't have been captured that easily, and it was a trap. A little silly he believed he was caught like that. Well, he wasn't really caught. He knew something was up. And then, yeah, the Carl Weathers character kind of was told to do something else and then decided not to, which I really appreciate that. So, plus we got to see more of Baby Yoda's powers. Earlier, he was in episode Chapter 3, he was trying to heal the Mandalorian, and the Mando didn't let him do that because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. But he actually gets to use that power in this episode, which is great. So, but I don't feel like the Mandalorian is in any real danger right now. I'm sure he doesn't have his blaster, but he's also got Gina on his side, and it's not a great situation he's in. But I mean, he's the Mandalorian. He'll be fine. Dystopian Guy says, because you're not focused on super chats, the commander drives the super chat narrative. He does. That's because he doesn't read your comments unless you super chat, which I find kind of douchey. I'm more of a nice guy and will kind of read your comments. However, I don't like asking for money, but yeah, that's probably the reason he does so well. But it also makes him seem like kind of a, stuck-up, hoity-toity Britishman. I just don't like doing that. It's not one of the things I do, but I get that. I get that. Matt Pearson throws in £5. I agree. I prefer the old stuff. However, I think Clone Wars was a better show than Rebels. They're both good, though. Well, I'm sure it's very well told. I mean, I've seen a few episodes of Clone Wars, and I just kind of like, because they were more standalone episodes, some of them focusing on droids or whatever, and I love droids. I just can't stand the animation style of Clone Wars, to be honest, and they weren't great episodes. So I was kind of like, oh, well, if this is what the show is, I'm not going to watch it. I realize there's the same episodes I've seen 50 times, and they're not great. I just my luck, right? Season 7 of Clone Wars is coming. Yes, it is. So I've heard. It's supposed to be exciting. The first 2 seasons were kind of shitty, to be fair. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I got. But it's like Star Trek. Most Star Trek series, the first couple seasons are kind of shit. Look at Deep Space Nine. Even TNG, they weren't great for the first 2 seasons, but about season 3 is when the show starts hitting its stride. So if that's what you're saying about the Star Wars stuff, then I'm more willing to give it a chance. Moff Gideon's costume looks like he was trying to cosplay as Darth Vader and didn't get the helmet. Speaking of helmets, that was hilarious when they were coming into town and the biker troop is like, I'll give you 20 credits for that helmet. 20 credits, really? For a Beskar Mandalorian helmet. Okay, sure. Wow, talk about lowballing somebody. Deep Space Nine was good in season 1. I strongly, completely, 100% disagree. I tell people to start watching in season 3 so that they don't get bored and hate everything, and then go back and watch seasons 1 and 2, because seasons 1 and 2 are tough for me to get through, and I love Deep Space Nine now. So 46 people watching. Everybody make sure you hit that like button. I know there's probably new people here and some have tuned in and tuned out again. So if you are new and you haven't hit the like button, make sure that the thumb is not blue. If it's blue, you did not do. So hit the thumb button. And also make sure you're subscribed, because still 44% of the people that watch our videos are not subscribed to the channel, which I for the life of me do not understand. But make sure you're subscribed. Next Gen Season 1 was all over the place. Yes, so we're trying to find its voice, and it's fine. I mean, we've just reviewed Season 1. We've just almost done Season 2 now, so we can see where it's fallen down and where it's really worked. And there's a lot better episodes in Season 1 and 2 than I've remembered, especially when you actually look at them in depth. So, but I know there's a lot more better stuff to come, and once we get into season 5 or 6 doing reviews, we'll have forgotten all about season 1, and we'll just brush it off as it was the not great season. It wasn't its best at season 1, but season 1 of Deep Space Nine was better than any season of TNG or Voyager. No. I respectfully disagree with you. Deep Space Nine, first 2 seasons were like a blind man feeling his way out of a circle room. That's a great description, Judge 1981. Personal taste, but I never liked TNG. Everyone seemed snobbish in that show. Yeah, and personal taste is fine. Everything's subjective when it comes to shows and entertainment. So, totally understand your point of view. I just personally don't agree with it. Doesn't mean that I'm right, but let's see. With Clone Wars, watch it in order, but with Padme or Jar Jar episodes, just leave it on as background noise while doing something else. LOL. That's what I do with a lot of these shows. I usually have stuff on in the background while I'm like cleaning or organizing or something. So yeah. Laughable Larry says, I hope season 2 is more story focused and not a monster of a week type of episode. Hope season 2 is more story focused. Yeah, I guess. I didn't have an issue with the kind of one-off episodic approach the Mando took. Taste, like treason and beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. That's a good quote. Fleet Pass Swiftback. Who said that, though? Define introduction in season 3 of Deep Space Nine is where the show picks up. Absolutely, 100% agree. As soon as Sisko shaves his head, that's when the action gets started. Hey, DGR Blue, how's it going? Welcome. Judge 1981, personal question, Cap. What makes a show compelling in your opinion? Just my enjoyment of it. I enjoy a lot of things that a lot of people don't enjoy. For whatever reason. For example, the Green Lantern movie, not great, but I find it enjoyable. I think it's fun. It's exactly what I'd expect from a comic book movie. It's kind of ridiculous and over the top, and sure, it falls down in a few places, but overall, I rather enjoy it. Same with the Hulk movies, the ones that everybody hates. So if a critic says that they hate it, chances are I'm probably going to like it. It's my own personal enjoyment factor, whether I want to rewatch it, and if I had a good time watching it the first time, but what makes something compelling? I mean, Samuel would go and say, good stories, well scripted, whatever. Yeah, absolutely, those are legitimate things. But he's more of a filmmaker. He looks at things different than I do. I just look at it as an enjoyment factor. The Mandalorian, honestly, every episode so far has been fantastic. There's been none that have disappointed me, none that have been under an 8 on my rating scale. It's fantastic. It's good, and it's got a good characters. It's just well paced. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm not a film critic. I just like what I like. Stuart, have you seen the recent Top Gun trailer? I have indeed, a few times. And I already know the plot. I can tell you my idea of what it's going to be anyway. The trailer's very misleading, but that's a topic for another day. I do want to see it for sure, because I am a huge Top Gun fan. Did you see Joker? No, and I probably won't until it's like on Netflix or something, because honestly I don't give a shit. It looks stupid. I know it's good. Everybody gave it rave reviews, which is probably good. I'll probably end up enjoying it. I just don't want to seek it out or watch it because it just didn't interest me. I didn't think we needed it. It's not what in my opinion what anyone asked for, and we'll see. Samuel is more of a critic view of a show. Has more of a critic view of a show. Yes, he does. When Avery Brooks brings back Spencer for Hire Hawk to DS9, the whole vibe picked up. Exactly, DGR Blue. That's exactly right. Mandalorian has a high standard, especially considering it's Star Wars. See, you're one of those people that is like, well, Disney ruined Star Wars. It didn't, because even though Disney's in charge, they're still made by Lucasfilm. But I mean, The Last Jedi was disappointing to me, yes, but I don't rail on it like everyone else does. I didn't find it that bad. It was just kind of out of character for everything, so I can kind of put that one aside out of the mix. I enjoyed the Force Awakens, even though it was a retread of the Star Wars plot. People were complaining that Star Wars didn't feel like Star Wars before that movie came out. J.J. Abrams did a good job and made Star Wars feel like Star Wars again, and people still complained. Yes, he didn't do it the way that he should have, I guess. He just basically rehashed the same story, as he was doing with all the Star Trek films as well. Well, Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. Let's make our Star Trek 2, Khan, with the same scenes, only reverse the characters. So, but yeah, I enjoyed The Force Awakens. Last Jedi, not so much, but I'm not as critical as everyone else is of the Disney Star Wars acquisition. I think it's fine. I feel it's lacking the George Lucas feel on a lot of things, but I thought Rogue One was expertly done. I love Rogue One. Solo, I thought, was very enjoyable. Good heist movie. I really enjoyed that, so I had no issues with those. A lot of people did, and because they boycotted Solo, they canceled a bunch of their projects, like the Boba Fett movie, which who knows what that would have been like. The Obi-Wan movie, which is now going to be an Obi-Wan series. So good and bad there. So prequels is pretty bad. Yeah, the prequels were kind of bad pacing wise and just boring in spots, but it still had the George Lucas feel to it all. Always trying new things, and having the it's like a poetry, he says. Each one has to kind of mirror the other one in certain aspects, and I kind of like that, and I miss that a lot. And I wish they would have kept his plans for the last trilogy and made those, but unfortunately they didn't, so we have to deal with what we got. In my opinion, for something to be good movie, its story has to make a good book. Well, yeah. Generally, the books though are way better than the movie every time. So, Rogue One was good. Well, I'm surprised you're saying that. A lot of people hated Rogue One, or disliked it at least. And everybody hit the like button. We got 50 people. Let's get those likes up. The definitive versions of the prequels to me are the anti-cheese edits. Yeah, those are really well done. Has anyone seen his plan for the last trilogy? No, I don't think it's ever been released. I mean, I just know he's very disappointed with the way they went, because he did have green treatments for all of them, and they just totally ignored them. At least with The Phantom Menace, it felt like you were being introduced to the universe. The sequels feel small. That's an interesting way to put it. Remember, A New Hope was saved in the edits. Yes, some of the other projects could have been better if they had been edited better. That's 1,000% correct. Yes, there's an anti-cheese edit for all those films. But yeah, going back to The Mandalorian, I'm looking forward to, after the final chapter is out, going back and rewatching them all again, because I've really, really enjoyed them. I've watched each one about 4 or 5 times, and except for today's, which I've only watched like 1.5 times, but I'll watch it again later. So just looking forward to how it all ties together. And I don't have a problem with the couple in the middle being episodic and not focusing on the main story. And I disagree with people that say that introducing Baby Yoda was a bad idea because he was just a tag along the whole time. I think it was well incorporated. He was had minor parts in most of them, which is fine. It's not like they completely ignored him or they made him a super plot point that helped out the Mandalorian every time. I kind of like that. Rogue One is the best of the new movies by a large margin, in my opinion. The Force Awakens killed the Jedi, killed the New Republic, and established Empire versus Rebels 2.0. Not a fan. I agree with that assessment. A lot of people say Rogue One did a disservice to Star Wars, like Episode 4 and stuff, and I'm like, where? What? How do you come off saying that? I just don't understand. But Baby Yoda is why Mando is a cultural phenomenon right now. Clearly not a mistake. Yeah. But a lot of people see it as just that, a marketing ploy to get a larger audience, which it could be, I guess, but I personally don't see it that way. Some people don't actually like Baby Yoda. I was surprised to hear that. I heard that yesterday, actually. Judge 1981, Cap, you were right. Baby Yoda was to get my chick to watch. Now I get 4 memes a day from her. Absolutely. Donnie's here. Hey, Donnie. Hello, Stuart and all. I'm watching a brand new Mandalorian now on Disney Plus, among other things. I liked Rogue One. Chopper appeared in it. I was never a fan of Chopper. And you know how much I love droids and astromech droids, but Chopper just... Not that I really watched the series, but from what I saw of it, just Chopper doesn't appeal to me. Disney did drop the ball by not having Baby Yoda toys ready at launch. Absolutely they did. Captain Awesomeness asks, can we get a Razor Crest Fleet Yards cap? That might be a possibility. Yes. If all goes well and my buddy Dave can make it to the model meeting tonight, depending on weather, he's going to be bringing me a 350 scale Razor Crest 3D printed ship that he made. So I'll have one. So that'll be kind of cool. What kind of insensitive beast doesn't like Baby Yoda? Well, I'm not going to say names or a channel that said it, but somebody and their wife do not like Baby Yoda. But they wouldn't say why, because he knew that other people that watch his channel do like Baby Yoda, so he didn't want to make anybody mad. So I was like, what? Where's this? What? I want to find out more information for sure. There isn't much to the Razor Crest. It's like a bucket with flying engines. Yeah, it's a pretty simplistic ship. I did not like the ship when the show started, but it's really grown on me, and I think it's a pretty cool design now. I do enjoy it. So yeah, I'm just glad that the Mandalorian now has a team together. Now, whether that team is going to stick around or survive, we don't know. But I'm just hoping that the way that ended, that is not what we think happened. That's all. I hope everybody's fine. James says, I was a bit shocked they got 3 of those things on the ship. Can't think of their names. Oh, I just had it too. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. The things that they ride. I can't remember now. They got kind of a funny name. My opinions of Baby Yoda has improved since he force choked that lady. Have improved. Oh, okay. Kind of went the other way for me. Sam Uray puts in $2. Thanks for reading my last comment. Not a problem, Sam. Thank you very much for commenting and joining us for the live, and for super chatting. Super chatting is very helpful, so thank you. The Mandalorian shop is like a new vintage look. Are the Baby Yoda toys not out yet? Not that I'm aware of. The Blurgs, that's what they're called. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was right on the tip of my tongue. It began with a B. But Baby Yoda as a future Sith Lord would be kick-ass. Well, that instant reaction to go for the throat seems very Sith-like to me. It could just be a natural reaction, but I don't know. I thought he was going to help the Mandalorian, like by holding her hand still or pushing her her hand like down towards the table or something. I didn't think he was going for that. I like the woo noise of the speeder bikes. Woo! Yeah. Speeder bikes are cool. I'm so disillusioned by that ending though. Like he should have been booking it the whole time. He only really started speed up and go fast when the Mandalorian was messaging him. He should have been going the whole time. Why were they so far from the Razor Crest? What the hell is going on? Get to the bloody ship. And why didn't IG-11... I guess he wasn't programmed to do it, but to take out the speeder bike guys, there was still quite a bit of distance between the two, and then all of a sudden you see, a little baby Yoda package on the ground. It's like, oh, what happened? And then not happy about that. I'm really not happy about that situation because I really like that character. He also heals, which is light side. Yes, this is true. Children don't understand right or wrong, light or dark. That's very true as well. And yeah, Matt, I agree. Just responding to raw emotion. With raw emotion. They made a deliberate choice to show that Baby Yoda can take either path. That decision is his in the future. Mm-hmm. In Star Wars, you must always land far away and walk places for reasons. That being said, when they first landed and met Carl Weathers' character, they landed like right there, which was great. And he's like, sorry for such a remote location. So I thought, wow, I was surprised by that actually. But yeah, you're right. Well, Baby Yoda... Troy, I was just about to read your comment. You retracted it. How many troops came out of that transport? There were hundreds. Maybe you answered your own question. There were hundreds. I don't know. Baby Yoda made them think that they had caught them. That would be awesome. I highly doubt that, but that would be awesome. They all have Fitbits in Star Wars trying to get up their steps in a day. Troy, I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. That would be an excellent way to rectify the situation. Might be a bit of a cop-out for people. Well, again, if something's too simple as far as an answer goes, people are going to complain, bitch, whine, and moan as they do. So, but I hope it is something similar to that because I'm just not happy with the state of this, with the situation as it is, to be honest. Very discouraged. Oh, did you catch that the transport was a Kenner toy from the early 80s? Was it? I didn't see it, to be honest. I must have been like not looking at the screen when that happened, so I can't really talk on that. But I just recently watched a video from that junk man about the Imperial transport that was a toy carrier, essentially. Looked like a little bus almost. So if it's that, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm kind of like agreeing with Bid Heroi 12. What transport? Because I don't remember seeing one. Now I'm thinking I'm crazy, or I was like looking away from the screen at the time. But no, I mean, pacing wise, this one was excellent. Going back and visiting the other planets he's been to, getting these people on board, and I love how she's like, I don't want to go after a warlord. Sorry. It's one of the reasons that first time we met her, she said she left because they started going after warlords and doing diplomatic escort missions and things, and that's not what she signed up for. So I love that she said she didn't want to do that, and as soon as he says it's an Imperial, she's like, count me in. Thought that was good. So it is a stormtrooper bus. It was right at the end. I don't remember that. I will rewatch this episode several times before the 27th, as will I. I'll be watching it probably later this evening with Sylvia, and I'll watch it right before Samuel and I do our next review of it. At least 2 more times, and probably at least one more in there. I'll sneak another one in because I really want to check it out. But by the way, I hope it comes out on Blu-ray. Well, with the way they dropped the ball with the Baby Yoda toys, I wouldn't expect it. I mean, obviously they're going to release it on Blu-ray, but the Baby Yoda toys would have been a good idea. Well, sorry, we're not going to make any or have them ready when they should be selling right before Christmas. So, make a Blu-ray? No. We want this on Disney Plus only. I could see them doing something stupid like that. Quill most likely isn't dead. There's stormtroopers shooting at him after all. Yeah, hopefully he's just injured or it's some kind of Baby Yoda mind trick. Baby Yoda talking plushie, $24.99 US, and a 6-inch action figure, $29.99 US, and a 1.12-inch action figure, $6.99 US, are available for a pre-order from Hasbro on Walmart. Amazon due out in the spring of 2020. Exactly, due out in the spring. May is what I heard for when they're coming out, and most of the pre-orders are already sold out. So that's just stupid. It's Christmas. You want to get this in the hands of people by Christmas. So anyway, Nick Nolte's character is named Quill, but with K-U. Okay. See, I thought it was Quill or Quilla that they had said. There are Baby Yoda knitted dolls on Etsy, and I think they're better than Disney merch. I've seen some of them. None of them impress me. Even the ones that are good and are kind of cute. No. He got quilled. Only I can do dad jokes on this channel. Why would a pre-order for something in the middle of next year be sold out? I don't know. I've just heard people try to order the plushie from Walmart and it says sold out. So probably because Disney only has a certain number going out and allocated to different stores, different amounts. I have no idea. That's all I'm saying. This is what I've heard. And Sylvia wants a Baby Yoda. Yes, she does. 56 watching. How many likes? I'd have to actually... It doesn't tell me on the Creator Studio how many likes there are, unfortunately. You are not to blame, Stuart. Not one darn bit. For what? Not getting her a Baby Yoda? I know this. 58 watching and 47 likes. Come on, folks. Give us 3 more likes. The hashtag make me pay. Seriously? Only need 3 more likes? 58 of you here? We can do that. It's already probably done. I've spoken. Dress Precious up as Baby Yoda. I should. She's got Baby Yoda's face. We just need to get the bigger ears on her. She's got the droopy ears. So just get the... She reminds me a lot of Baby Yoda, which is fun. I meant a joke, Stuart. Oh, okay. Disney have batched order a certain number from the manufacturer that orders must be sold out. By season 3, Baby Yoda will incorporate Mando's metal ball thing into his constructed lightsaber. That would be cool. That'd be cool. And am I mistaken, or was Baby Yoda just messing around with the controls of the ship when they were down talking? All of a sudden, the ship went crazy, and Baby Yoda's... I thought he was trying to maybe fix the situation, like maybe somebody had attacked them or they had hit something, and he was trying to fix it. But was he just playing with the controls like a kid does? Because then they kind of immediately went to somebody needs to watch him. We need a babysitter. And that's like, do you trust anyone? And that's when they went and got Quill. So now we got 50 likes. I have spoken. Make that 51. Thanks, Ben. Didn't know how that works out. I'd imagine there'd be general agreement to manufacture and sell more. You would think so. You would think they'd tally up the orders they got and go, okay, half of those are already being shipped. We can make the other half, or the other quantity, to, I don't know. Fleet Paw Swiftback puts in $2.99. There we go. 50 likes. Let's get to 75. Hashtag make me pay. I think Baby Yoda was trying to stop them from going there. That's interesting. Baby Yoda shot him some interesting looks during the course of this thing. Especially when he was going away with Quill and they were walking away. Baby Yoda had that look on his face like, am I going to see you again? Be careful. So, I don't know. That's interesting. I never really considered that. Nah, they had already shown that Baby Yoda just likes to press the buttons. See, that's what the vibe that I got. I love that there's something Star Wars. I love that there's something Star Wars that requires rewatching. Imagine if Chris Nolan made a Star Wars movie. I see they got rid of Werner Herzog. I mean, Chris Nolan, I'm trying to think what he did and why you would make that comment about him making a Star Wars movie. The name sounds familiar. I just don't know what he did. I need to look that kind of stuff up. And Werner Herzog, who's that? Maybe I'm just new. Yeah, I'll miss Herzog. Love him. Who is Herzog? He did Inception, etc. Okay, that would be kind of cool then. That's Chris Nolan you're talking about, so I understand that. I understood that reference. Dark Knight. That's where I know him from. Chris Nolan's Dark Knight. That's right. Thank you. Nolan did the Heath Ledger Batman movies. Thank you, DGR Blue. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that would be cool to see his take on it. The guy at the end who does the dealing. Herzog is the old dude who gave Mando the contract. Is he dead? Did they get rid of him? Seriously? I must have missed him getting shot. Like I said, I was kind of doing something near the end, and I was kind of half watching it. Ooh. Now I'm excited to go rewatch it. I feel like I should have done a first reaction video. Even though I thought I knew everything that was going on. Yeah, he was good. He was good in that role, for sure. But is he dead? Is Quill dead? We'll never know. How hurt is Baby Yoda? Is he hurt? He's more quilled than Quill. Yeah, they should have blessed a shot going through. Okay, I missed that then. My bad. Oh, when the Death Troopers were shooting. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makes me wonder, though, because the stormtroopers that came in at the last little bit there, brand new white glistening armor. It's like the last remnants of the Empire, like, because the ones that on the planet all had dirty, shitty, old armor, because, you know, the Empire is no more, essentially. If you want to believe that, so. But seeing the Death Troopers and the new brand new Stormtrooper kind of armor, it was nice. I think IG-11 killed Quill. Sadly lacking some IG-11 here. I disagree with the Mandalorian. He should have been, like, using him 100%. I love how he said he's, no matter what, he stays on the ship. I don't want him getting off this ship. I think that was a bad idea. Considering the situation that he was going into, I think that was just dumb. Ooh, IG killing Quill would be awesome. Some Game of Thrones twist shit. I don't think he killed Quill. No. Werner Herzog is a pretty famous director and documentarian. I can highly recommend one of his docs called Grizzly Man. Ooh, sounds. I love documentaries, so I should check that out. Isn't IG-11 still in the Razor Crest? So maybe he'll come to their rescue in the next episode. That's what I was thinking. That's 100% what I was thinking. But I expected him to come out and start blasting at the speeder bikes as well. That never happened, and yet he let whatever happened to Quill happen. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that 100%. I kind of like the idea that I think Troy had mentioned in the chat that maybe it's just a mind trick from Baby Yoda on the biker troops. That'd be kind of cool. They get halfway there and all of a sudden Baby Yoda's gone. It's like, what? And then we flash back to the Razor Crest and they're on board safely. That'd be kind of neat. Too much of a cop-out, though, I think. I don't know if people would like that. I know a lot of people would complain about that, actually, but I think that'd be great. They were 501st members. They needed extras for the amount of stormtroopers in that scene. Yeah, I'd heard that for sure. Herzog, the actor, was massively in love with Baby Yoda's puppet and was adamant they used the live puppetry and not CGI. Cool. Trout Bum Wombat. Nice face. Herzog actually told off the directors for wanting to use CG instead of this Yoda puppet, called them cowards. Ooh. Well, so far I think there's been a good mix of both. I want to see a making of this. I want to see how much is the puppet and how much is CGI. I mean, Samuel and myself have talked about that in our reviews. I would love to see what's what, because I think they've done a fantastic job with Baby Yoda, and anybody that doesn't like Baby Yoda can just piss off. Yeah, his hatred of droids concerns me and bugs me a little bit. I understand why, considering that it was the droid army that attacked and killed his family and all that, but he's got to learn to trust some droids. I mean, he eventually did kind of work with IG-11 at the beginning there, and I thought it was a great partnership until the IG-11 had it in his mind to kill Baby Yoda. Wish that hadn't happened, to be honest, because I was really enjoying their camaraderie. I'm shocked that this is all filmed on a soundstage, as am I. Do you think we'll see more ships in Season 2? Oh, I'm sure we will. We've already seen a few cool ones in this one. The ship that was chasing them, and we also saw some landed on outside the city in some of the shots where he's landing. So we've seen a few, but yeah, I hope there's more in Season 2 for sure. Well, guys, I mean, it's been an hour and 3. Haven't got a super chat in a while, and not really sure what else to talk about. I mean, I thought this was a fantastic episode, probably one of the best, if not the best so far. I know I assume Samuel's really going to like this one, considering it's continuing the main storyline, which is what he's been kind of talking about. He hasn't liked in the other ones. I really like the episodic feel of episodes. The episodic feel of episodes. That makes lots of sense, but you know what I mean. Even with Discovery, some of the more standalone pieces that are maybe bookended by the main plot are more appealing to me than just one that continues the story. I guess it's with what I grew up with. Everything was episodic. Absolutely everything I watched growing up was episodic. From Transformers to G.I. Joe to Magnum P.I. to A-Team to Dukes of Hazzard to everything like that. It was all episodic. It's even Star Trek. So those are the ones I enjoy the most. But I think Samuel, because he's younger and grew up in a different time, is more accustomed to the overarching continuous narrative, and the episodic don't always work for him. Yeah, DGR, apparently it's all filmed on a soundstage from what I've heard, so Yeah, John Wayne's grandson is in the suit. That's cool. That is very cool. Next episodic is a feature of the internet age. Non-episodic, absolutely. I like the way the TIE Fighter landed. Yes, that was very cool to see. And Bill Barkley's asking when the Mando breakdown will be with me and Samuel. I don't know. Because of the Rise of Skywalker review on Friday, and then stuff going on for me personally on the weekend for Christmas, and then next week for Christmas. I'm not sure, because plus Samuel's also taking time off because he's got to go to his grandparents where they don't have good internet and stuff like that. So we're not exactly sure it's kind of all up in the air as far as that goes. We might actually have to do it after the 27th, after the last episode's out. Maybe do both episodes together in a big, more epic live, a little bit longer, but that might be the way we go about it. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know, Bill, so I wish I could tell you a little bit more, but I just don't know. Can't wait till Friday to see Rise of Skywalker, when already debuted in the United Kingdom recently and will debut in Canada tomorrow. Yes, we got tickets tomorrow. Sylvia and myself are seeing it at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So I hope all tights can land like that. That'd be cool. Supposedly Rise of Skywalker is flopping even with the shills. I really don't care. Like I said, I gotta see it myself before I believe that. Sounds like I'm gonna like it, to be honest. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it quits. It's been an hour and 7. We did some good super chats. You guys have been great for a conversation. If I miss you live before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Troy. Same to you guys. If I don't see you before Christmas time, Merry Christmas. Have a safe holiday season and a happy new year, and just be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything stupid, and just enjoy your time with your family and your time off if you have it. So, but I will call it quits for today. So thank you for joining me, and thank you everybody that super chatted. You guys are great, and I will talk to you all. Trying to think if I'll do a live tomorrow. I might do one in the afternoon, just a hangout live. I'm not 100% sure yet, but definitely Friday. We'll see you at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Rise of Skywalker review. If you haven't seen the movie by then, you're going to have to watch it in replay and not live, but hopefully you've seen it so you can join us. So anyway, guys, that's it for me for now. So thank you very much for joining us, and have a good night, everybody.